discovered China. A poet came to Lu Mountain to rekindle his passion for learning. There he founded what was to become China's first academic institution, which in turn spawned numerous other academies. These ancient institutions helped shape China's higher education system. Discover China unfolds the tale behind the Shuyuan, China's ancient academies. Lu Mountain is situated in Jiangxi Province, southeastern China. Boasting a mystifying haze, roaring waterfalls, mighty peaks, and majestic landscapes, it is not only a scenic vista, but a cultural, religious, and educational destination. In 785 AD, a Tang Dynasty poet, Li Bo, came to Wulou Peak in Mount Lu. After retiring, he sought to renew his passion for learning. Known as the White Deer Teacher, or the white deer he raised, the school was soon named after Li Bo's nickname. The nearby area was soon named the White Deer Grotto. Although there was no cave per se in the area, the mountains surrounding the academy gave the illusion it was resting in a cave. Soon, a new concept emerged in China's education history: Shuyuan, the Academies. The Shuyuan remained an important institution in China up to the late Qing dynasty. Originating in the Tang dynasty, it prospered and developed for centuries. The Shuyuan academies were where scholars both taught and studied Confucian classics. Confucianism advocated selflessness and personal morality. Confucian teachings gained a reputation in China, overshadowing other doctrines. Its tenets had become deeply ingrained in the ancient Chinese lives. Was a prominent Confucian scholar, erudite in philosophy, history, literature, Taoism, Buddhism, and science. In 1148, he passed the imperial examinations and was assigned to an official post in Jiangxi province. During the Southern Song dynasty in the 12th century AD, Zhu Xi visited the White Deer Grotto School. With the emperor's permission, he revived the school. He raised funds, built additional halls, hired eminent teachers, collected books, and recruited new students. He also established the Academy's 5 rules: study extensively, inquire accurately, think carefully, differentiate clearly, and practice earnestly. Zhu Xi surmised a first-rate learning environment was crucial to both education and morality. Academy rules had a profound and lasting impact on subsequent development of Confucianism. Libo's place of seclusion soon became a well of knowledge for countless scholars and students. In 960 AD, the school Li Bao founded was expanded by Zhu Xi and was officially named the White Deer Grotto Academy. One of the 4 great academies in the Song dynasty, the White Deer Grotto Academy, at the foot of Wulou Peak in Lu Mountain, had Zuoyi Mountain to its west and the Zhou'er Mountain to its south. It is surrounded by mountains on 3 sides, with the Guangxi Stream flowing across it. The White Deer Grotto Academy, together with the Yuelu Academy in Hunan Province, Hunan Province's Songyan Academy and Yingtian Academy, were soon called China's 4 great academies. From the Song dynasty to the Qing dynasty, the White Deer Grotto Academy remained the preeminent institute for Neo-Confucianism. Many renowned scholars lectured there. Bustling with students and teachers, the academy was soon a small yet prosperous sanctuary of knowledge. Academy students were divided into 2 groups: registered students and audit students. The pressure was high. When a registered student failed his monthly exam, he became an audit student. The amount of reverence garnered by Shuyuan was unrivaled. Though preparing students for the imperial examinations were not the Shuyuan's only goal, many students spent time and effort preparing for those exams all the same. Zhu Xi's commentary on the 4 books of Confucianism was soon adopted as the standard textbook for these exams. The 4 books, The Great Learning, The Doctrine of the Mean, the Analects of Confucius and the Mencius were selected by the government to form the basis of the civil servants' examinations during the 12th century. Ancient China's imperial exams determined who among the people would be allowed to enter the imperial administration. This system lasted for centuries, playing a crucial role in civil servant selection process. However, the exam gradually became more focused on form than content. Finally, it became a political instrument which government officials used to employ nepotism in order to curry favor within the court. The corrupted exam system soon collapsed, and in 1901, the imperial exam system was officially abolished. With the emergence of the 4 great academies, receiving education was revered by all as a glorious mission. Many other academies were established since, offering the public more learning opportunities. In an old village in southern Anhui province, people learned how to conduct business at a very young age. They would usually marry at the age of 14 and soon after leave their homes and families to try and do business. Salt was their main trade. Years later, they would return to their hometowns and use the money they earned investing and donating. These were the famous Huizhou merchants. However, in the village, one building had little to do with commerce, the Shuyuan. Since most of the villagers were merchants, what was the purpose of building an academy teaching Confucianism? In addition to spreading Confucian doctrines, the academies also prepared students for the imperial examination. Yet, only a few people could pass the exam and be assigned with official posts. Those who failed in the exam did not fail in their lives. The core values of the Academy's education were to conduct oneself properly, following society's moral rules. Students were taught to be honest, treat others with respect and sincerity. Confucian values benefited the merchants greatly and guaranteed their success in the world of commerce. The Huizhou merchants were also known as the Confucian merchants. The people here spared no time or effort to build academies. Influenced by their traditional values and their unique locale, the academies were built in the peerless Huizhou style. The horsehead walls, black rooftops, brick, wood, and stone carvings displayed the merchants' wealth. Inside the academies, the elegant and graceful arrangements of the rooms, the furniture, and the decorations were all exuding the values of Confucianism. The Shuyuan helped shape China's higher education system, flourishing since the Tang Dynasty up until the late Qing Dynasty. The Shuyuan Academies existed for more than 1,000 years until 1898, when it was officially abolished during the 100 Days Reform. These influential institutions enjoyed a lofty status, numerous students and teachers. What function did these schools serve? Over time, the Shuyuan Academy's focus was split. On one hand, they prepared students for the official imperial exams. On the other, Confucian teachings were promoted. The Shuyuan provided a place where scholars could spread their teachings, hoping that the commoners could better comprehend Confucius's core values and implement them in their daily lives. The academies also served as book depositories where books and manuscripts from around the country were stored and preserved. Confucian values were also found in the hearts of foreigners. An Italian missionary, Matteo Ricci, was known for his appreciation of Chinese culture and Confucian principles. As Western learning standards began spreading in Asia, thousands of Catholic missionaries flocked to China. From 1595 to 1598, Matteo Ricci had lectured in the White Deer Grotto Academy on numerous occasions. He was one of the very first foreigners who lectured in China, playing a positive role in the forging of communications between Eastern and Western cultures. Some of the ancient academies are still preserved to this day. As one of the foremost prestigious academies over the past millennia, the Yuelu Academy in Hunan Province, southern China, was officially renamed Hunan University in 1926. Owing to its long and illustrious history, it earned the nickname the Millennium Academy. Since the Shuyuan Academies were initially private schools, they suffered great financial difficulties. The central government began subsidizing the schools at the cost of their academic freedom. Ultimately, most of the academies became political tools, leading to their demise. In 1901, the Qing government officially divided the academies into 3 levels: senior, middle, and junior. The fate of the Shuyuan Academies was forever changed. With the suppression of Confucian values, the Shuyuan Academy's decline was accelerated. As the Shuyuan Academy system matured, its transformation had formed a bridge between the ancient educational values and modern ones. Chinese academies today are the continuation of the ancient Shuyuan Academies, both in form and the student's state of mind. In a sense, it was the change brought to the Shuyuan that gave the ancient academies a second life.